Hello, my name is Jasmeet Kaur and today I will be talking about Principle 9 in green chemistry. This principle is very important to be analyzed and looked into because it promotes and encourages us to use catalysts in our experiments for a better and efficient experiment, and also it benefits our environment. So we really need to look into this principle. So, what is Principle 9 in green chemistry? So, the Principle 9 of green chemistry is catalysis. And what it means is that we need to use catalysts whenever possible in our experiments. And using catalysts in our experiment, we speed up the reaction. And the product is achieved at a better yield, making it efficient. We can see in this graph that the experiment is made more efficient by using a catalyst. Instead of using stoichiometric reagents, use catalysts. We can utilize catalytic processes to reduce waste. Catalysts work in small amounts and can repeat a single reaction multiple times, and they're preferable in comparison to stoichiometric reagents, which are overused and only perform a single reaction. A stoichiometric reagent produces 1 mole of product for every mole of reagent used, but a catalytic reagent can perform hundreds of transformations before running out of energy. So, this means that we need to use catalysts whenever we can in our experiments because it speeds up our reaction, makes your experiment more efficient, and it is also a benefit to our environment, making our environment more greener. So we really need to use catalysts. Stoichiometric reagents are inferior to catalytic reagents, as selective as feasible. Why is this principle important in green chemistry? So, starting off by, we need to really shed light on the fact that a major goal of green chemistry is to reduce, if not eliminate, waste in the production of chemicals and related products. As we have heard this quote so many times, prevention is better than cure. And we really need to pay heed to it as it brings the necessary positive changes in our world. If we focus on this quotation, prevention is better than cure, then we can make our environment more greener by using catalysts in our environment. And that is utilizing Principle 9 in our daily life or experiments, in the labs, for example. We need to think logically in terms of reducing waste on our planet, prioritizing waste reduction mainly. Environmental protection and economic advantage are both achieved through catalytic processes, meaning we need to use catalysts as much as we can for the benefit of our environment. As we can see over here that the experiment is benefited by using a catalyst. And yeah, examples of this experiment used in experiments. Examples of this principle used in experiments. I found 2 experiments that utilize Principle 9 of green chemistry in order to make their experiment more efficient and better in several ways. The first experiment is spectroelectrochemical experiment for studying water oxidation with a nickel oxide catalyst. For a better experiment, this experiment employs Principle 9 by utilizing a catalyst. This experiment understands the importance of catalysts and chooses to incorporate them in order to better understand water oxidation and conduct a more effective experiment. Directly from the article, I have pulled out this line. These applications require efficient and durable catalysts and a detailed understanding of the underlying catalytic mechanism. And this is directly from the article and is evidence to how significant catalysts are and how they should be used in experiments for a more better and economical experiment. By economical, I mean benefiting to our environment and in terms of money as well. And over here, we can see that nickel oxide is an electrocatalyst, and in this experiment, nickel oxide was used as a catalyst. And these are some pictures from this experiment that I've pulled, and we can see there are graphs, voltage absorbance, and we can see the different absorbances, and over here we can see as the voltage increases, so does the pH for this blue line. Another example of an experiment that utilizes catalyst is the utilization of wool as a catalyst and as a support for a catalyst. This is the title. This experiment uses wool as a catalyst to promote using wool as a catalyst in our experiments, and it is basically like telling us that we need to use catalysts in our experiments, and this is mainly focusing on wool because this experiment sheds light on how wool is a really good catalyst and it really needs to be used, and more people need to look into wool and use it as a catalyst. Because it sheds light on and promotes the use of catalysts in experiments, this study implements Principle 9 of green chemistry. The advantages of utilizing a heterogeneous catalyst over homogeneous catalyst are the subject of this investigation. By using wool, this experiment says the heterogeneous catalysts are preferred over homogeneous catalysts because there are more advantages by using a heterogeneous catalyst than by using a homogeneous catalyst. This is directly from the article. Supported catalysts often show improved stability, durability, and the ease of handling. This is evidence from the writing that suggests catalysts are advantageous to any experiment. So as this experiment mainly focuses on wool and using it as a catalyst and how the experiment is benefited, I have pulled out these 3 images which show the texture of wool and some pictures of wool. And here is wool, and just like a little like analyzing wool, its properties, its structure. And this picture shows a wool fiber, wool coated with catalyst and catalyst tube, and the processes that can be done to turn wool coated with catalyst to a catalyst tube, which is called pyrolysis. And this is my bibliography. Thank you so much. That is all. Hope you learned about Principle 9 in green chemistry.